Shit. If the video is a little bit weird, I do apologize for it. But with that being said, hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cici and today we're going to be doing a TBR jar video. If you are new to the channel, I am a book girly. As you can see behind me, I've got lots and lots of books. I also have a lot of unread books on my bookshelves. So I thought the best way to do this would be to create a TBR jar. One full of just normal TBR jar prompts, and then another jar filled with all of the books that I have not read or that I need to reread in order to continue series in a jar, and going to basically use that as a way to get through the backlog of books that I have on the shelves. So let's get into it. I've got my TBR jar prompts in this little candle. Empty candle jar. This is filled with all little random prompts that I just found from the internet. So we're going to go through here and pick out, I think, at least three books from here. And then I have my monster TBR jar. So this is also a candle holder, and it is filled to the brim of all of the unread books that I have on my bookshelves. This is also including some books that I have on my Kindle that are also unread. The purple ones are Kindle reads and the blue ones are all my physical books that I have. So let's get into what I'm going to be reading for the month of. Now, the first book that I actually have on my TBR is Finale by Stephanie Garber. I've just been in the middle of reading the Caraval series, so before I forget anything, I'm going to put some on my TBR so I don't forget it and then just never end up reading the rest of the series. So if you don't know what Caraval is about, it follows our main character, Scarlett. Her and her sister get invited to go to this sort of festival, Caraval, carnival-esque type. It only happens once every few years or so, and it is very, very exclusive. You cannot get in unless you have an invitation. And Scarlett and her sister Donatella, they end up getting invitations and they go to it, and basically there's a series of like tests or games or something along those lines where if they win Caraval, they get a prize which is a wish. So when Donatella and Scarlett go to Caraval, just before the game starts, Donatella goes missing and Scarlett spends the entire time trying to find where her sister is and how she can win the game to try and wish her sister back. That is a very, very brief premises of the first book. It definitely involves a little bit more than that, and the story changes once you get to the second book. It is a YA series, so if you are expecting spice, there's not any. That's going to be the first book that's on my TBR. To choose whether I do a TBR jar or a physical book, I'm going to go this one first, I think. No, I'll do this one first. So there's a whole bunch. I think there's about either 80 or like 100 prompts in here. I can't remember how many I wrote down. So I have mixed it up already, but oh god, okay. They all just flew out. Alright, so I think there's still like candle wax. Oh, okay. So that one might be our first pick. So I'll open it for you guys to have a read first. If I can open it. Alrighty. Yes, Lilith. So that's the first prompt. So what do we have? The lowest rated on Goodreads. Okay. That's going to take me a second to find. If you see a fluffy tail in the background, that's Lilith. Yeah, you going to come say hello to the people? So this is Lilith. She is an absolute demon like her namesake. Okay. Finally got it. So the book that is the lowest rated on my TBR is A Court of the Vampire Queen. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. but that is the book that I'll be reading. So give me 1 second and I'll go grab it. Okay, the lighting is getting darker and I do apologize for that, but it's like overcast and cloudy. It's like overcast and cloudy one way, and then out the other window it's like bright blue sky. So I don't really know what's happening. Call the Vampire Queen. I have read like the first like 20 pages of this and I was very, very shocked to see how smutty it was to begin with. But because I'm not very much like a straight into the smut girly, I'm more of like a slow burn. So I will have to put, no, don't eat it, don't eat it. So I'll have to think about what I'm going to do with this book. But I'm going to read it anyway. Can you not? Let's do the next prompt. Do you want to pick one? Yeah, Lilith. This one. Guys, to have a look. Oh my god, how did I fold these? Have a look at it first. I hope that's the right way around. If it's not, I'm sorry. Okay, so it says, a hyped book, TikTok or Instagram. Okay, so a book that I have been seeing that's hyped all over TikTok and Instagram at the moment is the Shield of Sparrows. So I'm going to read that one. I know it's a fantasy romance. Slow burn, high stakes romantasy, perfect for fans of Sarah J Maas and Rebecca Yarros, where enemies become lovers, monsters stalk a cursed realm, and a forgotten princess finds the strength to tear off her crown and become the warrior she was never meant to be. The gods sent monsters to the 5 kingdoms to remind mortals they must kneel. I've spent my life kneeling it to the will and to my fathers. As princess, my only duty is to wear the crown and obey the king. I was never meant to rule, never meant to fight. And I was never supposed to be the daughter who sealed an ancient treaty with her own blood. But that changed the fateful day I stepped into my father's throne room. The day a legendary monster hunter sailed to our shores. The day a prince ruined my life. Now I'm crossing treacherous lands beside a warrior who despises me as much as I despise him. Bound to a future I didn't choose and a husband I barely know. Oh, so they got married? Everybody wants me to be something I'm not. A queen, a spy, a sacrifice. But what if I refuse the role chosen for me? What if I made my own rules? What if there's power in being underestimated? And what if for the first time I reach for it? I'm so excited. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. So we'll do 2 of those and now I'm going to go into my physical TBR so that I can actually get through these, because I do have a few more videos that I want to do that do have quite a hefty page count, some reading vlogs. So I'm going to keep this quite small just to help me, and plus the fact that like this is a very thick book and I'm pretty sure that Shield and Sparrow is quite a thick book as well. Like this is almost 500 pages and I'm pretty sure finale is about 450, which like isn't too bad, but that's still quite a lot of books. Pages, I mean. So let's have a look at here. I can't really... Okay, let's just put them all back in there. Oh, I just flicked one out. I think that was meant to be. She's folded very small. You probably can't even read that. I can't even read that in the viewfinder. Okay, so it says Stardust Thief. Ooh! Oh, it's right here. Yay! Ooh, interesting. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I don't really know too much about this, but I know that it was quite popular a while ago. Oh my god, Lilith, please be careful. Can you come here? 450, just over 450. So that is a decent amount, so I'm happy with that. So let me just quickly read what this is about. Luli Al-Nazari is the Midnight Merchant, a criminal who, with the help of her Jinn bodyguard, hunts and sells illegal magic. When she saves the life of a cowardly prince, she draws the attention of his powerful father, the Sultan, who blackmails her into finding an ancient lamp. That's giving Aladdin there. Finding an ancient lamp that has the power to revive the barren land at the cost of sacrificing all jinn. With no choice but to obey or be executed, Luli journeys with the Sultan's oldest son and one of his infamous 40 thieves to find the artifact. They must survive ghoul attacks, out with a vengeful jinn queen, and confront a malicious killer from Luli's past. In a world where story is reality and illusion is truth, Luli will discover that everything, her enemy, her magic, and even her own past is not what it seems. Ooh, okay, that sounds really good. Okay, I'm excited. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if this is YA or not. I think it is adult. Because all the people that have, like, all the authors that have given, like, little quotes are all adult fantasies. So that's going to be interesting. I'm super excited for that. Now let's do one more from the physical TBR. I might try and pick a Kindle read. So I'm just going to go dig for a purple. I know you guys can't read it, but I'm showing it to you first anyway. City of Gods and Monsters! Okay, yes, okay. I am so excited about this. Okay, this is another book that everyone has been talking about, getting hyped about. Anyway, I am so excited for this. Oh my god, okay, yes. City of Gods and Monsters. I'm throwing the paper at you, I'm sorry. City of Gods and Monsters is like an urban fantasy, very similar to like Crescent City, and I believe it has like vampires and angels and demons and all sorts of things. The sun is coming out now, and of course I am in like the worst spot possible. I just blinded myself by looking at the sun. And from what I can recall, our main character's best friend gets kidnapped or goes missing. She enlists the help of some like big bad guy to help her. I'm not too sure. Honestly, I don't want to know too much about this because I would rather just go in blind. But I am so excited. That's going to be so good. Oh my god. These are the books that I'm going to be reading, plus 2 on my Kindle. I'm super excited about this. This is going to be an interesting month for reading, plus the other video that I have planned for you guys. I think it's going to be a fun one. Alright, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please refrain from putting any spoilers in the comments, obviously. If you do want to follow me, I have my Bookstagram and my BookTok link down below. I am being more active over on there, so do be sure to give me a follow if you want to stay up to date on things. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys in another video.